In the years after the Second World War, something unexpected happened in the prosperous Western nations. As incomes rose, as consumer goods became accessible to people who had previously done without, as the standard of living by almost every measurable indicator climbed steadily upward, rates of depression, anxiety, and what Frankl called the existential vacuum also climbed. Not declined. Climbed. Frankl noticed this, and he was not surprised by it. He had a theory about why it happened, and it is a theory that has become more relevant with every decade that has passed since he first articulated it. The existential vacuum, the pervasive inner emptiness, the sense that life lacks genuine meaning, is not, Frankl argued, a product of poverty or difficulty. It is, if anything, more likely to emerge in conditions of comfort. When you are fighting for survival, the question of what you are fighting for tends to answer itself. Survival itself provides the organizing principle. But when survival is secured, when the basic needs are met and then exceeded, the question that was temporarily silenced returns. What is all of this for? Consumer culture has an answer ready. It says, more. More experiences, more possessions, more status, more options. The machinery of advertising is essentially a meaning generation engine. It works by creating needs you did not have and then offering to satisfy them. The satisfaction, of course, is temporary, designed to be temporary, because the business model depends on the need returning. And return it does. Not because the product was defective, but because the product was never actually addressing the question that was asked. Frankl distinguished between two modes of existing in relation to the world, borrowing a distinction that the psychoanalyst Erich Fromm had developed, the mode of having and the mode of being. In the having mode, what you are is defined by what you possess, your objects, your credentials, your social position, your accumulation. In the being mode, what you are is defined by your engagement with life, your relationships, your creative acts, your willingness to respond to what the world is asking of you. He observed something in his clinical practice that was at once obvious and startling. Some of the most existentially hollow people he encountered were materially very comfortable. They had houses, careers, families that looked, from the outside, like all the components of a good life. And they sat across from him unable to say what any of it meant. The consumption had been thorough. The meaning was absent. This is not an argument against material well-being. Frankl was not a romantic about poverty. He knew what material deprivation did to human beings. The point is not that comfort is bad. The point is that comfort is not sufficient. And the particular danger of a culture organized around consumption is that it presents itself as sufficient, as if the vacancy you feel could be addressed by a better purchase, a different career, a new relationship, a more optimal set of circumstances. Frankl argued that the direction of the search needs to be reversed. Meaning is not found by arranging the external conditions of your life optimally and then waiting for meaning to fill in. It is found by responding to what life is asking of you, to what the moment is calling forth, to what specific task or person or creative act is genuinely in front of you. The direction is outward, not inward. It is toward something, not toward more. The paradox is precise and uncomfortable. The more organized a life is around acquiring experiences, things, status, the less available you become to the kind of engagement that produces meaning. Because genuine engagement requires vulnerability, requires commitment, requires the willingness to be changed by what you are doing. And consumption, almost by definition, is a relationship in which you remain unchanged. You acquire the thing, and the thing is there, and you remain who you were. Frankl's patients who found meaning were not, as a rule, wealthier or more comfortable than those who didn't. They were more directed, more committed to something that genuinely asked something of them, more willing to live as if certain things mattered, because certain things genuinely did. The vacuum will not be filled by more. This is not a moral judgment. It is a structural observation about how meaning actually works. Subscribe to the Psychology of Viktor Frankl to explore more of his timeless ideas.